What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Up and Coming. Today we're going to be talking about DayZ. Really, just to kind of start things off, I really haven't heard much on DayZ. I heard a bunch of it when it first announced a while back, but then I heard nothing ever since. It's just it feels like it dropped completely off the radar. In all honesty, I have no idea. I know in December of 2013 it came out for pre-alpha stages, but I heard nothing of a beta, nothing of it coming to consoles. It was supposed to be released sometime this year for consoles and PC full time, but we still have nothing that comes to show for it. But I figured I might as well, since we don't really know what's going on with this game and it's coming out soon in the future, or hopefully soon in the future, because I was interested in the game. The game it looked really interesting, had a good concept to it. But DayZ is an open world survival zombie game, and you're a standalone. It's basically like you're on your own, and it's a post-Soviet state of Chernaris. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. That's who you are. It's fictional, so don't get mad. But a plague has turned the population into zombies, and as a survivor, you must scavenge for food. The world for food, water, weapons, medicine, while killing and avoiding zombies. And you can cooperate with other players, and play with other players in multiplayer to help survive the outbreak. Basically, DayZ was supposed to come out for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It was announced at E3 2015, and pretty much we really haven't heard much about its release. It's kind of weird in a sense, for my opinion. I expected the game to come a little bit sooner. But you have to scavenge the world for supplies. You have to get food, water, supplies, obviously. But you have to build. There's a whole crafting menu to go with it, and you have to find clothing so your character can have warmth, so your character don't freeze to death, which is kind of nice. And there is a variety of weapons you can find throughout the map, so you're not stuck, fighting zombies alone, or you're stuck finding yourself having to face off against a lot of players that try to take your shit. But player interaction is supposed to play a major part in DayZ, so there is that. There is in-game communication allowed. There's game chat allowed in the game, and as well as text chat for anyone who lacks a mic. But it also has the ability for players to surrender to other players to show that they surrender. You can travel together, find supplies together, raid together. You can do whatever you really need to. Items on a person may be damaged if they're hurt, such as like if they're shot or like hit with zombies. So you can your stuff has a durability, which is realistic, because the game is supposed to be realistic enough. There is bleeding effects, so you're gonna have to bandage it, or you will bleed out and probably die. My point will get seriously annoying, but it's more, again, it's supposed to be realistic. The game is going to include hundreds of public domain books throughout the maps that players can read, including titles such as War of the Worlds and Moby Dick, which, if you don't know what those are, that makes me feel old, and I'm only 18. Well, like I said earlier, there is a crafting ability, so there is going to be building bases, which is probably one of the most things I'm mostly excited for, because I love base building. I played a crap ton of Far Cry 4 and Fallout 4, and terms where I've built bases beyond all reasoning, and I like that too, because like zombie apocalypse, you gotta build a base to survive. Build a series of outposts, just play your game and just go to your outpost whenever you need supplies and shit. It's awesome. You're gonna have the ability to craft security systems and programmable computers. So with 2 programmable computers, and pretty much a standalone game will build on the text and close range voice chats too. That was really random. I don't know why I put that in my notes like that. That's weird. I'm sorry, that was weird to place with my notes. Probably because it was the last I found on the page where I got my information from. So yeah, that's all we really know about the game, because the game isn't fully out. It's still in pre-alpha stages or alpha stages. I'm not really sure at this point. But again, it was released for its alpha in 2013, and then in 2014 they announced the game would be available in 2016. So far, we haven't received much information about it. I know there's a huge, I don't know if it was this or H1Z1, they had a lot of problems with players using the system with the airdrops, or the, no, it was the, there were supposed to be no in-game transactions to buy stuff, and there was in-game transactions to buy stuff. I know that created quite the stir, because it would create quite the stir for me as well, because a game that's supposed to not have in-game transactions and then ends up having it, it's like, okay, well, now other players are going to be twice as good as me because they get to buy shit, and I'm not going to buy stuff for a game that I think is supposed to be free. So that would make me mad too. The game has received relatively good reviews for its pre-alpha. I mean, considering it is its pre-alpha stage, but you know, it's not. It seems like a pretty interesting game. I honestly, I'm still interested to know more about the game, and we don't know about it. And it's being developed. I'm sorry, I didn't mention this earlier. It's being developed by Bohemia Interactive, and it's being published by them as well. I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier, but what bugs me is just we have no information, no new information about the game, and I believe that the game needs to be, more information needs to be led to be on the game, because 2016 is almost over, and I would like to know if this game's coming out or not. And the same goes for H1Z1. I was interested in both games, and now it's gotten to the point where I've really forgotten about both of them, and I really have lost a lot of interest in the game. And just because there's more stuff coming out. It's not because I find the game boring in any sense, because I haven't played the game. I've watched the game, it looks really nice, but it's just the fact that things are just taking a long time to hear about anything in the game. I want to know more about it, and nothing has been really talked about. And when 2016 is over and I don't hear anything more about the game, I'm probably not going to get the game, because there's going to be a lot of other titles I'm interested in by then, because 2017 is going to come, when 2016, holiday 2016, early 2017 come around, there's already a lot of games I'm going to be planning on getting, including, I'm going to be getting Mass Effect 4, which I just need to get now, and I'll be happy, because I am a huge Mass Effect fan. And then I'm going to be getting, I already pre-ordered Skyrim, so there's that, and I don't really know much more about what's coming out, because holiday season isn't getting around too soon, but I guarantee there'll be more games I will be getting. I'll be probably getting at least 3 or 4 games. I'll probably be getting one more horror game for the Halloween, when the Halloween sale comes up, and when that comes up, I'll probably be getting a cheap game. I already have Outlast, and I have Until Dawn as well. You might see an Until Dawn gameplay pop up with me and my buddy. We've been playing Until Dawn, and we only play it together because our reactions are freaking hilarious. I remember we played Outlast. This is actually before I started recording. We played Outlast. It was hilarious watching us play because we turned into a bunch of babies. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this year coming up. Again, I don't really know much about the games coming out. I haven't really focused much on it. I just focused more on Skyrim and Mass Effect 4. We'll know more as time goes on, and hopefully we get more information on this game. I really want to know more about this game, and I just don't want it to get to the point where I lose interest in the game, because if I lose interest in the game, I'm never gonna get there. I'm never gonna look at it again. And I want to know more. I do. I just hope they actually give more. What are your opinions and thoughts of DayZ, guys? Leave them in the comments below. I want to know. And as always, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps when you guys do that. I'm really trying to get boosted subscribers there, it would be nice to get more support out of that. You know, I love you guys who continuously watch videos and continuously make these videos, some videos popular, so it's really nice. I'll see you guys around. Peace.
Need some new gear?